Hey, what's up, rock stars? This is Blake Cory. The third reason why agents, they don't make $1 million in their real estate business is they're not hiring the right people. All right, so hiring the right people. You got to know that, because to be able to reach your dreams, you have to learn how to recruit, hire, and train others. Because you're either going to learn that or you're going to hire somebody who's going to do that for you. But nonetheless, to build a great real estate business, to make millions and millions of dollars in real estate, it is going to take people. And not just any old person. It's going to take good people. One of the common things that I hear agents say all the time is, I don't know how to hire. I don't know who to hire next. And even if I did hire somebody, I don't even know what to pay them. First off, always make it a rule of thumb. If you are really wanting, really wanting to build and grow a multi-million-dollar real estate team, you have got to understand that you are the CEO of your business. And you've got to be surrounding yourself all the time with good people, always looking for good and talented people, whether they're in the industry or not. Of course, real estate agents, it's helpful if you're looking to hire outside salespeople on your team that are already in the business, but that doesn't need to be the case. I've hired some really great people, brought them into my company, trained them, helped them get their license, and once they hit the ground running, they became some of my greatest salespeople. But I knew it from the get-go, because I said, that person knows sales. That person has the right attitude, the right motivation. And that's what has helped me grow to where I'm at today, always looking for good and talented people. Here's a great example. Dana Chandler, she's our operations manager. She started working with me in 2016. At that point in time, I was doing about 40 transactions a year myself, but I was wearing all the hats. I was doing all the juggling. And it was a nightmare, because I had no time with my daughter. I had no personal life. I was running clients around everywhere. And actually, as I started to hit about 40 transactions a year, my customer service started to decrease, because I was so busy wearing all the hats, open houses, listings, buyers, paperwork, you name it, that I started to even let my clients down. I was dropping some balls. So I started to realize, man, I need to put somebody around me. And it just so happened that I had helped Dana buy a house probably about 2 months before. And I said, hey, we had a really good time working together. I know you're at home right now. You just had a new child. But I was wondering to see, I feel like you have the ability to help me in a big and massive way. Would you be interested? She goes, yes. So then I started asking her a little bit about her background. And what did she do? She was the executive assistant for one of the regional salespeople at a staffing organization. And I was like, really? Because I was thinking to myself, wow, 2 for 1, executive assistant, and she understands the concepts of staffing. So I said, hey, how would you like to come and work with me? She said, yes. I made her proposal. She actually told me, I need a little bit more money to, being at home and come and do this with you. I said, okay, I'll meet you halfway. Halfway to that money, but you can stay at home and work from home. She's like, absolutely. So that's what we ended up doing. And, of course, now fast forward, it's 2022. She's the operations manager of our company. She's helped me build this thing from the ground up. From when she started to where we are today, we've over 10 times the amount of transactions that we've done, added all these other people, so it's like her baby just as much as it is mine. But that's the kind of people you want around you, people that can grow with you. Now, you may be thinking to yourself like, yeah, I would love that, but I don't have any systems in place. I don't have any systems in place for bringing on people or recruiting people or hiring people. Guys, systems are just a roadmap. You know what I mean? They're nothing more, or they're instructions. You know what I mean? Outside of that, you're going to put them in place, because that allows the standards of your company to be repeated and duplicated easily. But don't worry about them being in place right now, especially if you're looking at making your first hire. You want to bring people into your company that will help build those systems for you. Listen, I'm not a good system person. I don't build systems out. I work off whiteboards and markers. but I've got really great people around me that can take my vision on a whiteboard and put it into duplicatable systems throughout the company. Great example, training, Kiona. Kiona was brought in from Dana 2017, and I trained her on everything I knew about phones because she came in as an inside salesperson, but she had an extensive background in sales. I knew, she'd be an inside salesperson while she was getting her real estate license. And I even, after the first time I talked to her, I said to Dana, we can't afford this person. And I'll never forget what she said to me. Well, we can't afford not to have this person. So whether it's now or in the future, we've got to get her. And Dana, of course, knew her background because this was the person that was the regional sales manager for the staffing company that Dana used to be the executive assistant for. She recruited her into the company, and we've never looked back. Kiona started on the inside sales and then worked into outside sales, and now is the vice president of the company. But mind you, she ended up doing jobs that I taught her how to do better than I did. And she and Dana together worked to create the systems. So now we have, 9 inside salespeople. We've got 50 outside salespeople. But it was those two with me creating these systems that we have in place. And thank God for it, because if I didn't bring these people in, who knows where I'd be today? Who knows where I'd be today? So now you look at it, we have someone on our team who's just in charge of recruiting people, whether it's operations, agent support, whether it's salespeople, one person who sits in that seat that Kiona now leans into because she's come from the staffing world, and she's just leaned into over the next year to develop Michael into the person he is today. So that's what he's consistently in charge of, looking for good, talented people to bring into the company. And that's really what grows us. Most people think it's, it's marketing or it's this or it's that. No, it's people, man. People grow the whole thing. But as you start to grow, even more people, then you got to think about core values and missions and all that. And we'll get into those in a different video series. But I will tell you, man, you have to put people around you. If you want to become a $1 million agent, don't forget this rule. Always be actively looking to hire good people and always be training those people, because you're never going to reach your highest potential just by yourself. All right, that's all I got for you guys today. So rule number 3 to becoming a $1 million agent is always be looking to hire and train good people, bring them into your organization. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications so you never miss an episode. By the way, go watch the next video.